Hi everyone, it's Christine from Guild Festival Theatre. We here at GFT are celebrating the Lunar New Year with our development manager, Linh. Thanks so much for being here, Linh.
Thank you. Hi everyone. Thanks for having me on Craft with Christine.
We're celebrating today by creating a dragon puppet out of handprints. Now, Linh, you grew up celebrating Lunar New Year. Do you have any favorite memories?
Definitely. As a Vietnamese, we actually have a very special type of cake to celebrate New Year with. This is photos of me and my best friend. We make this cake together and we call it bánh chưng. I don't think that we'll be able to translate into English. The funny thing about these cake is we need to boil them overnight in order for them to be fully cooked. Because of that, we actually have to take shift sleeping at night just to make sure that they turn out perfectly in the morning. And yeah.
Oh, that's amazing. Thank you for sharing that with us. Now, to make our dragons, you're going to need construction paper, popsicle sticks, googly eyes if you want to use them for your dragon's eye, but you can also use markers and draw them on, paper fasteners, scissors, and a hot glue gun. Alright, so the first thing that we need to do to create our dragon is to create traces of our hands because our dragon is going to be made out of handprints. So take your hand, place it on a piece of craft paper, and then use a pencil to trace it. Now, Linh, in Canada, oftentimes you'll hear Lunar New Year being called Chinese New Year, but it's actually celebrated by many different countries. Is that correct?
I think so. Growing up in Vietnam, we have always been celebrating it, and I have a couple of friends from South Korea. They celebrate it too. When I moved to Canada from Vietnam, it's great to see that Canada celebrate it as well, and it's great that a lot of people now seem to enjoy it.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
So we're going to be making a dragon that's about 5 handprints long. But you can make it as long or as short as you like. The more handprints you create, the longer your dragon will be. The next step is to cut out the handprints that we just traced. Now when you're cutting, you want to make sure that you leave a little bit of space at the bottom of your hand where your wrist would be so that it's easier to stick the handprints together. Grab your scissors and start cutting. Now that we have all of our handprints cut out, it's time to assemble our dragon. But before we can do that, we have to create our dragon head. So we're going to use one of the pieces that we cut out, and we're going to have the thumb and the pointer finger act as the mouth for our dragon. So grab a pencil and trace out the shape of the dragon's head that you want. Once you're happy with your dragon head shape, grab some scissors and cut it out. Now it's time to put all of the pieces together. So you're going to grab these paper fasteners, take your 2 back handprints and overlap them how you want them to look. Then take the paper fastener and poke it through the hands. Now that our dragons are all assembled, it's time to put the finishing touches on, starting with coloring the dragon's face. But before we do that, we're going to add a googly eye to act as the eye of our dragon. So just grab a pencil and mark where you want the eye to go. And then take a hot glue gun and put a small dab of glue in that spot and place your googly eye on top. Now you can grab your markers and color in your dragon's head. Are there any other traditions that you really cherished growing up?
Yes, growing up, we always have a traditions of giving and receiving money during Lunar New Year.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, and we have always been using, fun-looking envelopes like these to put money in before we give it to people. And as you can see, this one looks like the cake that I shared before. This one looked like a kid drawing.
Cute.
Yeah. Traditionally, actually, the envelopes are red and has gold details on them for decorations.
Oh, wow. Well, our dragons are red with gold details, so I guess they're looking pretty traditional.
Yeah.
Now that all of the details have been added to our dragons, we're going to add some popsicle sticks to the back to make them puppetable. So flip your dragon over. Grab your popsicle stick and add some glue to the head of your dragon. And place your popsicle stick there. and then add another popsicle stick to the back. And wow, that looks great, Ling. I really like yours.
I like yours a lot as well.
Thank you. Well, there you have it. That's how you make a dragon puppet. Thanks so much for watching, and thank you so much for being here and sharing some of your traditions with us, Ling.
Thank you. I had so much fun.
Me too. If you liked the video, be sure to leave a like down below and comment to let us know what your favorite Lunar New Year traditions are. Thanks again for watching, and Happy Lunar New Year!